When people hear plumber, they think there's just one type of plumber. There's not. There are multiple different types of plumbers. And if you've ever been on a job site, you already know exactly what I'm talking about. If you're a plumber or know a plumber, you're gonna recognize yourself in at least one of these. The first type of plumber is the casual plumber. A lot of plumbers do fall into this category. The casual plumber doesn't hate plumbing, but he definitely doesn't love it.
I mean, it's alright.
It's just a job, not a passion for him. These types of plumbers got into the trades because either he knew someone who was a plumber, or college didn't work out for him, or he even opted out of college entirely. He also could have known someone who told him that plumbers make good money, and he knows enough about plumbing to survive. He does your standard service calls, your basic installs, and there's a lot of repetitive work involved. He doesn't do anything fancy or innovative, he just does his job. His work vehicle is relatively clean, his tools are pretty standard, and his work is up to par. Nobody hates this guy, but nobody raves about him. He's just your average guy. He does his job and goes home, and that's it. The second type of plumber is the story plumber. This guy has a horror story about everything. He knows a thing or two because he's seen a thing or two. He's had the worst type of jobs imaginable. He's seen DIY hacks, he's seen dead or living animals inside pipes, and he's had to deal with things so disgusting he didn't eat for a week. Every single one of his stories starts with, "You won't believe what happened this one time." And he probably has videos and pictures to prove it. He hates shark bites and homeowners who watch the video and think they're experts. He'll go on a rant for 10 minutes about why PEX is ruining the trade, or why nobody respects craftsmen anymore. And he'll even rant about how inspectors are clueless. He's extremely knowledgeable, but also extremely bitter. He's still a good plumber, he's just tired all the time. And his work truck looks like a bomb was detonated inside of it. You all know this next one, the hustler. This plumber only cares about money. He doesn't quote, he sells. He is very good at convincing people to fix or upgrade things that don't need it. And if he can turn that job into a side gig for himself, under the table, he will. If there's an emergency call, he's there, and that $300 fix exponentially grows. He loves weekend calls, working after hours, and he loves saying, "I'm too busy, so it might take a few weeks to get back to you, but I can prioritize you for a price." His phone never stops ringing. His Instagram is probably full of invoices and job pics, and he probably deletes a lot of hate comments. Is everything perfectly by the book?
It's the biggest piece of dog shit.
Not always. Does he report all of his income to the IRS? What income? FBI, open up! This guy doesn't care about anything other than cash. The code warrior knows the code book by heart. He's always arguing with inspectors, and he's constantly correcting the foremen and supervisors. And he loves quoting code subsection numbers. This guy's a freaking nerd. This guy heavily invested into knowing his career, and he hates people who take shortcuts. Definitely don't play music around this guy while on the job site because he's for sure bringing out that decibel reader. Is this guy annoying? Yeah, sometimes. But whenever anyone has any questions, they seek his advice. Now the old head, this man hasn't bought new work boots for decades because he goes to his local cobbler. His tools are older than you. He hates change, and he's always telling you about the ways things used to be done. He also loves his lunchtime naps, so don't disturb him. And he's forgotten way more than you'll ever know. And don't bother arguing with this guy, just listen. When something goes wrong, he'll come to fix it while probably mumbling to himself about how everyone is a bunch of idiots.
I'm so sick of this company. The trash!
Now we have the specialist. This guy doesn't do all plumbing. He does one thing, but he does it insanely well. He could be a pro at medgas or high-rise system installs, fixture layouts, or even coring. But just don't ask him to do anything else because he'll definitely hit you with the side eye.
What?
He is a pipe whisperer, and he's able to solve problems most people don't even know exist. Now the artist really takes pride in how nice everything looks. He definitely prefers quality over quantity. He cares about perfectly plumb, level, and square runs. He loves symmetrical runs. And he makes sure all of his material looks brand new. Even if it's going to be hid behind a wall or above a ceiling, it doesn't matter to him. It has to be perfect. If you overlap the drawings onto his work, it's going to look identical. He probably has multiple albums of his work on his phone, and he hates sloppy craftsmen so much that he usually goes back to fix someone else's work if it's too imperfect. He'll even redo something that works just because it doesn't look right. He's very slow, but he never has rework, so I guess it all evens out in the end. Now we have the legend. Every company only has one of these guys. He is the guy whose name comes up constantly. He's the one who's always put on priority jobs. He's expensive, but worth it. He never has to worry about a job. Bosses will give him anything he asks for, which means he usually has a random specialty tool in his truck that no one else has. This plumber can easily predict problems. He's a great mentor. His presence commands instant respect. The boss never calls to check up on his progress. He does sales, labor, management, and billing all by himself, and the company just deals with everything behind the scenes. He has a great relationship with all the inspectors and clients. All the contractors know him and listen to him. He's never in a rush, and he never argues. He's cool, calm, and collected at all times. And having him relieves a lot of stress off everyone else in the company. If this guy retires, you might as well switch companies because you guys are cooked. So those were every type of plumber explained. Did I miss any? Let me know in the comments which ones I missed. Also, let me know which plumber you are. And if you want to get into plumbing, check the link in the description or pinned comment.